Titans fans take over St. Thomas Sports Park. Adam Humphries adds some new tools to the wide receivers room, and Rashaan Evans prepares for pads. I'm Amie Wells, and this is Titans Today, fueled by Gatorade. The Titans held their first open practice at St. Thomas Sports Park. Almost 2,400 Titans fans came out to watch their team hard at work. That's 500 more people than last year's first practice here at St. Thomas Sports Park. And for the players, the energy brought by fans only encourages them to work harder.
Just the fact that we had this type of support like this, it makes a player like me just want to even, work even more and more harder. I know these fans deserve definitely a Super Bowl for sure. So all we can do right now is just continue to keep doing what we're doing and, do whatever we got to do.
Speaking of Rashaan Evans, he is relishing the opportunity to make improvements to his game after finishing the 2018 season on a high note. Evans is looking forward to putting the pads on and competing against his teammates.
Oh, no, it's definitely fun. I mean, you just get out here and be able to have opportunity to show your skill sets and really just get better and have guys that, that challenge you and compete with you, and that just makes you a better player. Really eager to get to it, man. I feel like the best part of camp is when you get the pads on.
In the wide receivers room, newcomer Adam Humphries is settling in. While he knows that being a highly touted free agent comes with some high expectations, he's trying to focus on continuing to improve the room as a whole.
For me, it's just, proving to myself I can improve each and every year and just bringing that mindset of getting better each and every day. Whatever the stats say at the end of the year, it is what it is, but I'm here to help my team win in whatever way I can do. To do that, I'm going to do it. Yeah, it's called a double move. People call it other things. It's just something, something you put in your arsenal, to try to win at the top of your routes, and it's something that I continue to work on each and every day, and it's something I can, there's a lot of other different things I can do to win as well, but that's just something that I feel comfortable doing, and hopefully it continues to work.
I'm now joined by Titans senior writer Jim Wyatt. Jim, for the first few days of camp, no one's wearing pads, so the offense has a clear advantage. So let's talk about them a little bit.
Let's do it.
Starting with Marcus Mariota, he seems to be having a lot of fun out there on the field. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is because he has a good familiarity with the guys he's working with, whether it's the returners or even some of the new guys. He spent some time with them this offseason away from the facility. I think it's helped him build friendships with these guys. It's helped him build a greater chemistry with them. He's 10 pounds heavier. He's talked about that. And he obviously did a lot of good work this offseason, being named one of the team's off-season performers of the year by Mike Vrabel. I think he heads into year 5 with some momentum and I think feeling good about himself.
We were all very anxious to see Adam Humphries at practice on the field. We heard from him earlier in the show, but I want to get your opinion. What do you think that he brings to this Titans offense and to that room as a whole?
Well, he brings leadership, even if he doesn't talk a lot and tries to bring leadership. I just think the way he carries himself and the way he goes about his business, I think kind of speaks for itself. He's a veteran. He's done it in the league before and had a lot of success. He gets open in a hurry. That's one thing I notice about him. Some of these routes near the goal line, he is making moves, he's getting open. You can tell defensive backs are already trying to rise up to the challenge and take him on in drills. He had a good day right out of the gate, got some praise because of it. Some of his moves made it on social media, and I think guys are a little bit irritated about that. I know Logan Ryan stopped him on a play early in practice today, and he kind of looked at me and said, "Hey, impossible to cover, huh, Jim?" Because I said that in the report. Well, Logan got him that time, but he ended up getting some other guys later on in practice, and I think you're going to see that throughout the preseason.
The tight end position is one that's had a lot of question marks throughout the offseason. Having seen them on the field after a couple of days of camp, do you think there's still question marks at that position?
Well, I do. I mean, I think some of them have been answered by the return of Delanie Walker, but I think you also still have question marks because you look at a side field and you see Jonnu Smith still kind of going through the rehab process. So while it's great to see Delanie back, he's only 2 days into his recovery. He had kind of an awkward moment when he landed today, got up gingerly and kind of walked it off. I think everybody kind of held their breath for a little bit. It's been good to see, Michael Pruitt. It's been good to see Anthony Firkser, even a guy like Ryan Hewitt, a new addition. It's been kind of interesting to watch him work with some of the younger guys as well. But I think the unit as a whole still has something to prove. There's no doubt Delanie Walker can do it. I don't have any doubts about him going into the season, but young guys are going to have to continue to step up as Jonnu Smith recovers.
Always appreciate your insight, Jim. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we look forward to reading more of Jim's analysis of all of Titans training camp at TitansOnline.com. Now, the Titans return to the practice field tomorrow for their first padded practice of camp. Fans are encouraged to come out and experience all the fun at St. Thomas Sports Park. Practice starts at 10 a.m. I'm Amie Wells, and this is Titans Today, fueled by Gatorade.